So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for some Legend of Zelda with Tecate, and you just asked to people to give a donation for well, at least $5. We were naming the file according to what the message they gave, and we got followed the Dan who gave $20, and it says Grom the Man.
Grom the Man. I love
Grom
it.
the Man.
So, for those of you who don't know who Grom is is one of the friends of the retro community, and he does a lot of emotes. So, he's created a bunch of mine and a bunch of other people's. So, Grom the Man it is.
It's a good way to pay homage to Grom.
But the question is, which one are you gonna use?
Oh, we gotta use Grom.
Ah, okay.
Or we
I
could
was
just
about
be-
to go with
be
D.
the. Yeah. D's not a bad one. All right. And,
We're talking about Grom Falloon, right?
yep.
He's in the chat right now.
All right.
Oh, shout out to Grom.
Shout outs to Grom. Thanks for being here. All right, so real quick, this is my couch here. We've got Super Mega Dave, and of course we have DDG. So yeah, shout outs to my couch. Thank you guys for having me, and hopefully I don't idiot boss too much. We had a nice
Yeah,
idiot
you
boss
already
moment
demonstrated it yesterday, or?
yeah, we demonstrated it yesterday. So my PB in this game is 31 minutes 33 seconds. I don't think I'll be on PB pace because it's very hard. But I did have a run last week that was 1 minute ahead going into the final level, but the final level didn't cooperate. So
And you had an incentive for this run.
yeah, we had an incentive. I was gonna do the safer, easier 2 first route, but we met the incentive. So we're going with the harder 3 first route. It's very scary at the start. I need to get good bomb luck in level 3, good manhandler luck. Level 4, I need to kill Gliok with only 4 hearts. It's pretty tough with the wood sword.
Yeah,
So
I can confirm that.
it's pretty scary to start, but if we get through the start, it'll go pretty smooth. And then if I'm on somehow magically on PB pace, I'm gonna try to skip the potions just to push for a PB. But other than that, if I'm not on PB pace, we'll grab a safety potion going into level 9. So, alrighty, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So first things first, we get the wood sword here. You can buffer inputs in these rooms, so you can do this room perfectly by just holding up and right. So that's kind of one of the very first things you will learn is buffering diagonals and inputs is very helpful. And what I'm doing here is a trick actually called the screen scroll. Those are actually really good scrolls, which is if you stand 5 pixels away from the edge of the screen and tap either up or down for exactly 1 frame, then it'll move Link 1 pixel towards the edge of the screen, and you'll be able to go through to the other side. It's a little bit of a coding mistake. We didn't get the first bomb, that's okay. So now I just have to clear the room. We could have gotten a bomb from the very first enemy. The way this game works is you get, are you not hearing me?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, the way this game works is the drops that you get are actually based off of the number of enemies you've killed in the entire game.
10th enemy has the bomb.
That's right. But there's
That's
also
a hint, yeah.
there's also what's called a global bomb drop, which... Okay, guys, cooperate here. There we go. So I have no bombs. That's a little unfortunate. So I might have to go out and farm some more bombs. Because, well, I'm out of bombs and we need bombs to kill Manhandla, so...
Yeah, because the way bombs work against the Dark Knots is really particular. Basically, when it explodes, it's gonna be hitting like the way you're facing when, at the moment, the bomb explodes, or when you place it. Because I know if you're facing the Dark Knots, place the bomb, and still facing it while the bomb explodes, it's not gonna hurt it.
So, I can't bomb the wall here, so I'm gonna go out and try to farm some bombs here from the enemies at the very beginning. So my global counter is what's important. The total number of enemies I've killed in the game. If the ones digit is a 1, 6, or 8, then I have a chance if I kill a bomb-dropping enemy of getting bombs, a 40% chance. So right now I believe my global counter is at 6. That was not 6. And I'm not getting good luck here.
There you go.
So now we can actually go back in here and try to kill Manhandler.
Yeah, and for someone who's playing this casually and want to know which enemy are dropping bombs, basically they're blue.
Most of them. The red dark nuts, but other than that, it's, mostly the blue enemies.
When I was younger, I just figured out blue enemies drop blue items.
It's a good little trick to start.
I mean, I was like 7, so...
Playing that blind when we were young, it was insane.
Yeah.
So many things hidden everywhere.
Before the internet came and just gave us all the answers.
Or Nintendo Power.
Yeah.
But it was before Nintendo Power.
Oh yeah, it was.
I was trying to farm one more set of bombs because now I only have 2 bombs for Manhandler, so this could go completely horribly.
And it did.
Oh,
good.
Alright.
Nice.
And a fairy, so you're gonna avoid the art-filling cutscene.
Yeah. So it takes longer to refill all of your hearts if you don't have any hearts. Like the longer you need to refill, the more the time the cutscene takes. So you want to have as many hearts as possible.
So that fairy was really fortunate.
Now I think you're heading to level 4, if I recall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can farm one more thing of bombs because I do need bombs to get through 4 as well.
So I'm guessing this might not be PB pace.
No, we didn't get good luck at the start. It would just be a reset if I was, running it for speedrun.
But this is no reset, so...
Exactly. We don't do that here.
Yeah, this route is really notorious. Like, the beginning is so hard.
Oh yeah.
You have 3 hearts, so it's so easy to...
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice drop here.
I mean, I never managed to kill Gliok with the wooden sword and 4 hearts. I tried this route. I actually was interested in speedrunning this game for quite a while because I really love this game, but basically this dungeon is the reason why I quit.
Yeah. So, I forced a 5 rupee there, and if you kill the 10th enemy without using a bomb, you will force 5 rupees. If you kill the 10th enemy with bombs, then you'll force more bombs. So, I reset my count to 10, which is 0, and so now my count is at 16, which is 6.
Here, you didn't see it, but Tecate did a block clip. You're supposed to use the candle to see, but there's a block up there. So he, instead of going down and like going back up, decided to do it a little bit faster. And you're gonna see it like in a lighted room a little later, level 5.
Yeah, or pretty much any room where you need to push a block in order to get to a stair. I mean the diamond room, basically. Because you need to kill all enemies in order to push the block, and we don't have time for that.
Yeah, especially the one filled with dark nuts. It's so long, it's so dangerous.
Okay, let's face it, any rooms filled with either dark nuts or wizrobes are the most annoying.
Oh yeah, and there's one in level 8, I think, with both.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Because somebody at Nintendo once said, okay, what can we do to make dark nuts and wizrobe more annoying? Just put both.
Both and blue.
Alright, so very importantly, I got a heart drop there, so I have my beams right now. I do not want to hit any of these keys. These bats are called keys.
Yep.
Because if I keep my beams, it'll make the Gliok fight a lot easier.
Oh yeah, it will.
I'm also going to reset my count here. If you get hit, you will automatically reset your consecutive kill count to 0, and even hitting a bubble resets your count. So my count is now 0. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did a ladder clip there, so if you stand 1 pixel off the edge of the ladder there, you can, kind of like the screen scroll, you can just clip through. So my count is 5, I need to remember that. There's 3 keys here, so it's 8, 9. And so if I kill the next enemy with a bomb, we should get more bombs. And I need more bombs. Let's just put it that way.
There we go.
And we got the heart, so we're good. I shouldn't lose this fight, but you never know. Well,
Oh boy.
uh-oh. Pause strats. We're okay. We're okay. We got this.
All right,
nice,
good.
Easy
Nice one.
game.
This is one of the hardest boss in this run, actually.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
wooden sword, 4 hearts.
How many hits per head?
Sorry, it's really early in Vegas, so I need a sip of coffee. It's like 10 hits for the first head and then 6 for the second head.
Wow. But one of the particular thing about Gleehawk, when you know, well, this is kind of a trick in
Shout
order
out
to make.
Pronzo for that rap. Pronzo is one of the top Zelda speedrunners. We call that the Pronzo rap right there,
Oh, nice.
because he always gets hit there.
So yeah, as I was about to say, one of the only thing you can do to, well, one of the small trick to know to make Gleehawk fight a little quote-unquote easier is the fact that there cannot be more than one fireball in the screen at once.
So I'm leaving this dungeon because it tricks the game into this door at the top actually had a key, and I needed a key to get through it, but I'm able to trick the game by leaving the dungeon and coming back in. It unlocks the door automatically. So that is a glitch that would not be allowed in a glitchless run.
By doing randomizer, I realized that this is a behavior that happens in all dungeons. Because in randomizer, you see holes getting in the walls or doors being unlocked for the same reason that the door is being unlocked when you go out and come back.
Maybe.
So we forced the bomb drop there by killing 10 enemies in a row, with the 10th one again being a bomb.
So here's the clip we were talking about. Well
This time
done.
you actually get to see it instead of it being in the dark.
We didn't talk about it earlier, but you did something with the Stalfos and the key. Like if you hit enemy, you have a few frames to pass through without taking damage.
Yep. Yeah, you did the same in level 3 with the Dark Knot room,
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
To pick up the
the raft.
Yep.
So this is a little bit easier than the last dungeon we were in.
Just a tiny bit. So we're gonna say hi to Aquamentus, who is the boss of this level, and
So the trick for Aquamentus is like stab, bomb, stab.
yeah, I do bomb, stab, stab, but either works.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the bomb does the exact same damage as the magical sword.
Yep, easy fight. That's the boss fight for level 1.
easy game.
All right, solid level 1, and we are now going to make our way. I'm actually going to go to level 2 first. This is where there's an option in the route. If I had 30 rupees and more bombs, I could potentially go to level 5 before level 2, and that's the world record route. I'm doing what's called the Kanana route, which is instead of getting the 230 secret to everybody's and then the blue candle, I'm going to get a 100 secret to everybody and the red candle. But both are about the same speed, it's just what you prefer, and I like having that 1 extra heart container for level 5 as well.
Yeah, for those who are interested in running this game, like there are multiple routes and easier routes. There's a website called Red Candle, and you have like a route that you can finish the game in 45 minutes. And like to learn the game, to learn the mechanics, it's really well done, really well written with all the maps. So maybe it looks difficult, like the way Tecate does it right now, but there are easier routes.
He actually makes it look easy.
Yeah, totally, because it's super
I'm
hard.
kind of mad about that. I mean, just the screen wraps. I never managed. Well, I can do the screen wrap on the first screen because I know exactly where to line up, but after that, there's nothing I can do.
So I need at least 40 rupees leaving this level, so I'm glad I got 2 5 rupees there. And we got the heart, so we're in great shape.
And it's an easy dungeon here. We're gonna have a bomb drop.
It's an easy dungeon, but it's also easy to lose time in this dungeon.
Yeah.
If you get bad patterns, or if you just don't take a good path through the dungeon. Like right now, this is actually pretty slow what I'm doing. It doesn't look slow, but it's pretty slow.
And I think the ropers, the little snake we see, are the enemies that tends to drop the rupees the most often.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get rich, kill snakes.
Oh,
Or if you want to get fairies.
look at that.
We got the fairy explosion. Alright, well this room's pretty slow, unfortunately. Grab those for safety.
So, the dongo.
And now it's time for the dongo. And we got the troll dongo. But we can smoke him once, then drop a bomb on his face and stab him and he'll give us more bombs.
Yeah, I know the casual way to defeat this boss is to have him swallow 2 bombs, but it's actually slower. And if you kill him the way Tecate just did, you're sure to drop bombs.
Yep.
So you place 2 bombs in the span of like half a second, the second one is just gonna smoke him up and you can just stab him for 4 more bombs.
Exactly.
And this trick helps a lot when in the rooms where there are 3 dodongos.
So I'm keeping track of my count here very much because forcing bombs in level 5 is going to be very important as well. So my count is 1. I killed 1 enemy coming out of level 2. And we're going to go up here and get the 100 secret. You may ask, why am I going out of the way? I do need this 100 rupees to buy eventually the meat and the arrows.
Yeah. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think stabbing the old man in dungeon counts as a kill, right?
Yep.
So if you want to manipulate your kill count, you can just stab him like 4 times, and so that's 3.
3. Yep.
This is so much faster this way.
Definitely. Otherwise, you have to go down and like go up. It's in the maze, like you go up like 3 times.
Yeah, 3 or 4, I'm not sure, but that's sounds about right.
I messed up the kill there, but it's okay. So 4?
Yep. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a bomb drop.
We took a hit there, so
So
that's
1.
1. So that means I have to go to the penalty box. If you guys are familiar with hockey, which I know in Canada
We're in Canada, of course we're familiar with hockey.
probably familiar with. We call this the penalty box because we don't want to go here. So I took a hit there as well, so I think my count is 0 again.
Yeah.
So this could get a little hairy. 1. So this is not where we normally go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right. So I'm trying
Normally
to
we
keep
would
count.
avoid that room, the penalty box, and we would go to this room, which is where we want to go. Also called the Olive Garden. Very good. Come on, boys. So if I stand in the middle of the room, the Dark Nuts target either Link or Anti-Link. Anti-Link is basically just the opposite part of the screen from where Link is. And so in the middle, of course, then Anti-Link will also be in the middle.
I did not know about that.
So it helps group them together. But right now they're being really rude. There we go. Finished them off. We had 2 bombs to spare, so pretty solid room. It was a little slow just because they decided not to group together at the end there. But at the very start, I killed like 3 with just 2 bombs. And we got the bomb force, so that was helpful in having more bombs to finish off the room.
Do you still need to keep count because I'm still doing it?
I'm good at this point because I'm probably not going to build up enough of a count to force more bombs. But I think it's 1, right?
That's 4 right now because you got hit by a keys and killed 3 more, and then this one, so it's 4.
Cool. Well,
that's 0.
That's now 0.
That is 0.
Well, makes it a lot easier.
Which way is this guy going? So I passed through him and stole his bombs with the iframes. No lucky bombs there. So we're gonna have to try to smoke a Dodongo here. I need to get to at least 8 bombs. Alright, we're at 8.
You almost smoked 2 with the same bomb.
Yeah, that would have been funny. It can happen, you can smoke multiple. I am a little concerned about my health. And I didn't want to chance that pattern there. That's one of the trolliest patterns you can get there, because sometimes you can stab the Gibdo and not actually pass through him. He won't go in a way that you can pass through him. So usually you just stab the Gibdo, the mummy-looking thing there, and you just go walk right through him in that room. But I wanted to be a little careful with my health there.
Yeah, because Gibdos hurts a lot. I think it's too hard with the green suit.
Yep. So this is Dig Dogger. I'm gonna drop a bomb on his face and then blow the whistle to turn him into a small Dig Dogger.
So now Tornado is gonna warp you to World 8.
I didn't get a bomb on him? Okay, I was gonna say. Alright, we made it through 5. We should be good until a while. So I'm gonna use the whistle now. The whistle you can transport to different worlds. And the direction you're facing will take you numerically in order through the levels. So I'm blowing down, so that's gonna take me to level 5, and this, or blowing down again will take me to level 4. And it's only of the levels that you've completed, so it won't take you to 8 or 7 or 6 since I haven't completed those.
The whistle always confused me when I was young. I
think
tried to figure out like where to go.
Yeah, I think if you're facing down or right, it takes you like to the next dungeon
Down
and
or left.
up and left, down and
right,
left.
down and left, and up and right.
Okay, I was close.
So I did a trick here called the tricorder. I blew the whistle and I stabbed the guy at the same time. It does, and the reason it's called the tricorder because it does 3 things at once. It prevents delay from that shopkeep opening. It also blows your whistle once, which you need to do anyway. So you may as well do it when you need to cancel the shopkeep delay. And it also, you would have a delay waiting for that Armos guy to spawn. So it does 3 things at once with one little stab and whistle blow at the same time.
So all the rupees you collected were for these 2 items. You don't have to buy anything else after that?
I'm just gonna go up here real quick and grab my beams. Tiny time loss, but I wanted to keep those beams for this level.
Yeah, well, at some point you might buy a potion, but that's about it.
If you want safety.
And this is a rather easy level considering it's level 7.
Easy but trolly. See, I just got stabbed by a boomerang.
Alright,
there.
I'm gonna shut up. But I mean, if you play the game casually, this is much easier than level 5 or, well, definitely 6.
So I'm using some pause buffering there just to kind of get a read of the room. And I'm going to switch to my arrows. Hopefully one of these guys gives me a fairy. We got 2 hearts, we're okay.
Yeah, because for those who never played this game, you don't pick up arrows in this game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
I
boy.
didn't realize Dig Dogger was going to spawn there. I changed the spawns by going back and getting the fairy. And that was probably not the wisest decision I've ever made.
And also casually, usually in this level you're supposed to have like the rings if you play casually, so you take less damage. So it's even more difficult now because he has the wooden sword and no rings.
This is probably the only place you're gonna pick up the map.
Alright, just getting a read of the room there.
Alright, good. This is not a good room.
Made it through. We're gonna get the red candle here. The red candle and the blue candle are different for those of you who are unfamiliar with the game. The blue candle, you can only shoot it once in a room. The red candle, you can shoot as many times as you want in a room.
Yep. And the reason why you need the red candle, well, why you need the candle at all is to open level 8.
Yeah.
And this is the only place you're gonna use it.
Took a kiss there. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I don't know where Dig Dogger's gonna spawn either. Right here. We should be okay. Hopefully this Dig Dogger will drop some hearts. No hearts.
My God.
Wow.
Savage.
So you said this dungeon was trolly.
It's a little trolly, yeah.
I mean, I think you ran into pretty much every trolls you could run into.
A lot of it was my fault because I changed the pattern in the level. Just trying to keep my health full. Don't get picked up by the hand.
Okay, that scared me.
That scared me too.
So we're just going to explain that if one of these ends grab you, they take you all the way back to the entrance of the dungeon.
Okay, we're good. This fight could be a little interesting. Alright, we're
Oh
good,
wow,
good.
okay. We're through.
Now I see. I live and learn. Don't reset the patterns. So the way the enemies spawn in rooms is by the path you take. And since I went back and got the fairy to fill my hearts, I changed all of the spawn positions, and I was very unfamiliar with them. So that's a lesson learned. So now we go to level 6, but before we do that, we have to do what's called the world wrap. So there will be 3 screen scrolls I need to do. Well, 2 screen scrolls and a ladder clip. 1 pixel off there.
Yeah, I mean, until now, the screen wraps, Tecate make the screen wraps look easy, but this is far from it. This is a pixel perfect frame, 1 frame dependent move.
There we go.
Nice.
So now you can see why he did that. Like he scroll like from left to the right of the map, so you don't have to like go around it.
Yep.
It saves so much time.
So right now I have 0 bombs. You need at least 7 bombs to get through level 7, and so I had exactly 7 going into 7. But I didn't get any bomb drops. So I have 0 now. I need 1 to complete 6 the fastest way. Let's see if I can get one from this guy. We got legendary here. So this is called the recorder. I clip into the water, and then I hit the whistle in the raft.
Wow.
Wrong warps me up to here. So that
Why?
was discovered by Rooslugs, who's another top Zelda runner. He discovered that trick, so we call it, after Rooslugs, we call it the recorder.
And this is the reason why you did the world warp.
Yep.
Because you need 12 art in order to pick up the magic sword.
Exactly. So in this first room in level 2, level 6, I really hope we get some bomb. Oh wait, no, I don't need the bomb drops anymore, but I do want some hearts. That would be nice to have beams. But we got the bombs. We need 1 to avoid the what's called the Gliok of Shame.
Yeah.
So we have our at least 1 bomb now.
This, everybody who played this game
Hearts.
remembers this dungeon. Because when you play this game casually, this might be the worst dungeon in the entire game.
I rage quit a lot of times here.
Of course, beside level 9.
This is my favorite dungeon. I actually think it's super fun, and it's not so hard when you speedrun it a lot of times, but when you're a kid, oh yeah, very, very tough.
This might be the first time ever I hear somebody said, this is my favorite dungeon.
What is your favorite, Didi?
Well, in a casual perspective, I would go with 2 because you can get a lot of money in Dungeon 2.
Yeah, 2 is very nice.
A lot of money you can give to the Répit Saint-Louis.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if they take rupees. And also, I'm pretty sure in this game the yellow Wizrobe are the enemies dealing the most damage in the entire game.
If you get hit by their beam, yeah, it's four
Yeah.
hearts with the green suit here.
Which is twice as much as the blue with Wizrobe's beam. I mean, it's easier to avoid, but if you get hit by that, oh my god. Well, these guys in touching Ganon, if I recall correctly.
no need to fight anybody there. I do have to get a key here by killing all the enemies. So we have 7 bombs, that's great. I'm happy with that. We'll take 8.
Well, you got 8 now.
Well, we'll take it. So I get a free read of which way he's going to the right. And I missed him, so that
Oh my god.
That was an idiot boss moment right there.
Just one arrow to the high. There you go.
This is like the easiest boss in the entire game.
When you know how to
I
beat
messed
it,
up.
though.
Yeah.
I even got a free look at where he was going, and I missed him.
Yeah, well, somebody in the game tells you shoot Goma in the eye, but the question is, when you're 7 years old and internet doesn't exist, who the hell is Goma?
So I need to whistle. I need to whistle up twice here. When we did the tricorder, I was facing right, which also counts as up. So that set me to level 5, now 6, now, or it set me, I should say, to, because I hadn't gone to 6 yet, it set me to 7, and then I went to 1 and 2. So walking over to level 8, I'm going to try to do it without any potions. But there's a chance I die in this, but there's a potion not too far away if I need to get it on a second try, just for safety. We'll try to do it with no potions. Oh, and Manhandler was unkind there. These fireballs are the most annoying part.
Yeah.
This room honestly would not be that hard without the fireballs, because then you could just focus on the dark nuts. But the fireballs knock you up and down and take your hearts away, and it's just really annoying.
How?
That was not fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Take that.
This is good.
Sweet Merciful Fairy. And
See,
one
you're
more
not
guy.
gonna die. You're okay.
Yeah, we're in great shape here. I was hoping maybe he'd drop an extra bomb. It's always nice to have full bombs heading to 9. You do need to use one here. If you have less than 5 bombs, you can do something on this Gleeok, which is called the Bomb Force on Gleeok, the Gleeok Force, where you can try to bomb one of these red floating heads, and it'll rack up a bunch of hits, and then you have to finish the Gleeok kill without getting hit.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
good
not
luck
gonna-
with that.
I'm not going to take that risk. I'm also going to grab this heart for safety. And since we're not on PB pace, I will go grab the potion before 9 just so we can finish the run. It's not too far out of the way. It only costs about 30 seconds, so...
It's marathon friendly, so
yeah,
Yeah.
I
better
actually...
do it.
that run I had last week, or like a couple days ago, I actually could have grabbed the potion and still PB'd, I guess.
Yeah, you were minus 30 going to level
I was
9. He was on
minus-
sub
minus
30
50.
base.
I was
Wow.
minus 50, yeah. And I had a slow 9 in my PB, so...
Actually, you know what, Tecate? Go pick up the potion, but if you don't need it in level 9, I'm going to donate $20.
Oh, this
Oh,
is excellent.
Alright, I'm
Love
gonna
it.
match that. I'm gonna match that.
I'm gonna match that as well. And if I do need it, I'll double the donation because that would be my fault.
So basically, $40 if you need it, and 60 total if you don't. So it's a win-win, but they're gonna win more if you don't use it.
And it's
No
less-
pressure.
It's a little bit less coming out of my pocket too. if I don't need it. So
Yeah.
Let's not need it.
So if anybody on the chat want to match that, feel free to do so. So $20 if Tecate doesn't need to use the potion in the dungeon.
Last screen wrap of the game.
Just for swag, because it saves like 3 seconds.
It also prevents you from having to go through that room though, which has a lot of those Lionel shooting beams, which can take a lot of hearts away from you.
But actually, I know I'm just saying that, but How much time does it save to do a screen scroll like first try? Instead of going through the actual screen?
I think like two seconds if done close to optimally. I actually don't know the exact time. I've always just done it. You can do screen scrolls vertically as well, but they only save like half a second if done like absolutely flawlessly, perfectly.
Yeah,
so
and it's only if you want to go down, because if you're trying to go up, you're just gonna end up in the menu up the screen, right?
Yeah.
Because I did that once.
I just want
didn't
to
know
say
that.
that John Tabin said, "I will embezzle $30 from the charity if he pushes twice."
Shout outs to John Tabin. Another great Zelda runner and absolute knowledge book of this game. That's called
That
the
was
Patch
close.
skip. I didn't skip Patch.
This is the most useful hint in the entire game.
Go to the next room.
Well, the one you can understand when you don't know the game.
But the thing is, the next room can be 4 different rooms, but it happened that there's only one you can bomb.
Well, 3 technically, since you can... Well, one you came from, and you can go up because the guy
Yeah.
is over there, so 2.
Yeah. But I don't think you can bomb right.
I just want hearts. We gotta do
You
this
want
with no
hearts?
potions.
No, they're giving you money.
We got 1 heart though, so I'm good enough. So this is another Patra skip. I'm gonna try to clip into the 7 o'clock position here. If you think of it like a clock. I took 2 hearts of damage.
Yeah, but you got through.
We got through. Do you want these bombs? We're full up. I can use 6 bombs in this room. I need at least 2 left, so if I have to, I don't want to, but I could use 6 bombs.
That was a...
Good room.
Yeah, really?
Boom. All right.
I was... I held up because I wasn't sure what this final wizrobe was gonna do, but... All in all, that was a good room. So I'm guessing you're not picking up the red ring?
No red ring.
At this point.
It's out of the way. We got the potions. So
Well, I mean,
if we really
picking up
need
the
it.
red ring would make sure we give 60 bucks.
That's true, but it's slower.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I don't want to stare down the beam. We're gonna pull a little trick here.
Oh, you're gonna spawn another yellow one?
I'm gonna spawn another, yeah. Man, I can't clip into that block from the upper side. That's called the reverse clip, and I keep missing it, but... Getting a little dicey on the health. We'll be alright. I'll take Patra safe here. But you can kind of skip this one. Usually you take 1 or sometimes 2 hits, sometimes 0. But I don't wanna do the skip. And now it's trolling me, standing in front of the door.
So, as things are now, you can only take 1 hit on Ganon if you get there with 4.5 hearts.
Yep. 1 hug from Ganon. And Fireballs also do damage, but it's less.
And of course, you're not gonna get any fairies or heart before you get there.
No, why would the game do that?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I might need the potion. Okay, we're probably gonna potion here.
Wise choice, I think.
Boo.
You still got the blue one, so I'm gonna split my donation in half.
There we go.
So I'm gonna go with 10. If you use this other one, it goes down to 0.
Well, minus 30 if we recall.
I don't want to use it with only 1 heart gone. I've done that before. I instantaneously used it again by pressing B, thinking I was on bombs.
Yeah, I think we all made that mistake. This or wasting bombs, pressing the wrong button.
What are we at? 37 minutes? Not too bad considering I had the bad luck in 3.
Yeah, the game has not been kind. we're just gonna point out that on PB pace, Tecate would have been done like 6 minutes ago, which is really impressive.
Oh, Ganon spawned in a different spot too. I'm gonna run to the safety zone. Because I went in and out of that diamond room, it changed all the spawns as well, so I don't get to do my normal Ganon fight. But that's okay.
You're still gonna end up underestimate. You're fine.
There we go.
Alright, so
we just made some bait.
time is gonna be when you touch Zelda.
Yep.
So Tecate broke the game, cannot complete it. Ah, there it is. Alright, GG.
Just had to drop a bomb on Zelda.
Alright, so half a potion, so half a 20 bucks. I'm going to donate 10 bucks.
And I have to donate 40 because I potioned.
That was Zelda 1.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
That was good. I enjoyed it. Came in underestimate with the harder route. We got some bad luck in level 3. It's all good. And I learned a few things by I probably shouldn't change the spawns in different rooms. So
It's a fun game to learn.
Yeah.
To learn as a speedrun.
It
Like
really
I said
is.
earlier, there are multiple routes, so
yeah, if you want to start out with the blue ring route, which you get the blue ring, and of course then you turn into like the white link, and it helps you avoid more, take half as much damage as the green one.
I think there's been a donation. Sorry, I didn't want to
Yep.
interrupt. But
Krammers give $25 saying, don't care about the potions. GG to Tecate for an amazing run. And he give $25.
Right. And then there's the 2 first, which is if you want to drop the blue ring, you can still do 2 first, and it's not very reset heavy, but 3 first can be pretty reset heavy. As you saw at the very beginning, I would have just reset a couple times there because we got some bad RNG, but it's a really, really fun game to run. Want to thank you all for having me, and thank you to my couch. So, yeah, let's
yeah, thanks for
continue.
having me on the couch. I mean, I really love this game. This is one of my favorite Zelda games.
Oh, yeah. I played it growing up, and we're going to continue with Zelda 2, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link with a tweak 1987 coming up next. So stay tuned. We're going to conclude that Zelda block with that run. And it's 100% Hulky run. So it's coming up next.